this video, I'm going to be breaking down an MGB Nuke gameplay as well as providing step-by-step tutorials on some tips that a lot of high-skilled and pro players don't want you to know or don't want to admit that they're using here in Modern Warfare 2. So if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. The like goal is going to be 500 likes. And if you guys want to stay up to date with any and all best tips, best class setups, best settings, or any new updates that do go live here in Modern Warfare, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications. Let's get right into it. All right, now we're going to be breaking down a Nuke gameplay that I did get on the map Fortress. This is a fantastic map if you guys are simply trying to increase your KD ratio or go for your MGB. Now, obviously, I'm playing Hardpoint, the absolute best mode to play if you guys are trying to get as many kills as possible and also die the least amount of times. Let's go ahead and break down this gameplay. This is actually a late join, by the way, so you can see how I take over the match and go ahead and dominate. Now, obviously, here, I'm trying to rotate over to the Hardpoint. I'm going to use the Hardpoint as a focal point on the map to funnel in some quick and easy kills. I'm also running the TAC-56, which is a fantastic AR. Has very little recoil, high damage, and a pretty good time to kill. Right here, I'm actually missing a couple of my shots, but it's not going to matter. I'm on an elevated position. I'm going to easily take him out. You're also going to see that I'm going to be utilizing the proximity mines to a T, an absolute T on this map. You can literally get so many quick and easy kills running the prox mines on Fortress. It's not even funny. They're good to go ahead and watch your back and obviously get some kills. Now, if you run into a quick scoper, you might get taken out because the quick scoping on Modern Warfare 2 is crazy. That SPR is on another level. Now, remember how I always, again, right here, I get quick scope. It's on another level. Now, you guys can see here, I'm actually trying to go ahead and rotate on the outskirts. I always recommend you guys pushing the outskirts of the map. Never go middle map. Now, the building that the hill is in right now, I almost turned on that player, by the way. Now, the building that I'm going to actually rotate into right now is actually going to be a hot spot. You want to lock down the building that's going to be to the right of the gallows or to the left of the gallows, depending on where you're kind of located at. Obviously, you see on the compass, this area is called the gallows. The building to the right of me, super important. A focal point you want to make sure players are not camping in, because if you're not locking that down, they are, and they're going to be building up some quick and easy streaks on you. Now, we're going to go ahead and rotate out because the hill, again, is on the other side of the map. This map, like a majority of the maps here in Modern Warfare 2, you just want to run a circle. Take out players as they're trying to go for the hill. Now, right here, I'm always going to be locking down this area. It's not camping because this is going to be a spot that you want to make sure other enemies are not going to be patrolling. Now, I'm going to go ahead and rewind the gameplay here because this is going to be a focal point on the map that you want to make sure you guys are paying attention to. Now, obviously, we're in the munition storage. This is going to be what the building is going to be called. We all know this is going to be a building you want to lock down and prevent them from camping at. This alleyway right here, they spawn legitimately right behind that doorway. So they're going to be flooding this alleyway to try to get you out of here. Now, you can actually shoot through the door there as well, especially if you have a high damage, easy to use gun like the TAC-56. Just shoot right through it. If you see red dots, you can punch through that door and get some kills before they even turn the corner. So make sure you guys have that in mind. Also, they can do the same. They can shoot through that doorway and kill you in this window. But because you're in an elevated position and you have more cover, you should be able to get out of the area before you get taken out. So again, I take out this player here. You're going to be able to lock down this building very, very easily. Now, you guys are also seeing here, this was actually a nuke that I did get without the use of the advanced UAV. So this kind of proves that this strategy is working. Again, you guys can see here, there's a bunch of them that are flooding through that doorway. Make sure that you are always locking that area down and you know that people are not going to be able to push through there and take control of this building. Again, you're going to see here, there's two guys right there. I'm able to go ahead and shoot that second guy through the wall very easily. Now, right here, I'm trying to go ahead and build up a streak. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the gameplay right here because this is going to be a very important part as well. You guys see here, if you are locking down this building and the enemy team or your team starts to go ahead and funnel out technically toward the left side of the map, because you can see here all my teammates are now on the new hardpoint hill. So what the game is going to do is it's going to rotate the enemy team on the opposite side of the map so they can go ahead and essentially regain control of the hill or get the new spawn point that your team previously had. Now, whenever you're in this building, you guys see they're going to literally spawn right in front of me right here. This is a major spawn point in the gallows. So when you guys are locking this building down, make sure you guys have a proximity mine in this doorway to watch your back. Even if it doesn't get any kills, which it most likely will because not that many people are running bomb squad on this game, you're going to be notified if people are spawning behind you, and you're going to be getting a lot of free and easy kills, and it's going to be happening frequently on this map. We're going to go ahead and take the guys out. Just throw a proximity mine and just keep it moving. You guys can see here that they're now spawning where they were originally, and we're going to go ahead and kind of rotate to a different location once things get a little bit too hot here. Now, right here, I'm actually going ahead and taking players out. I'm actually going to go ahead and rewind the gameplay here as well. This is why this building is so important. You can lock down essentially 2 spawn points and prevent them from pushing this hill, which is going to be right next to the munition storage. Whenever your team has control of the map, make sure you are in this building. You're going to be getting a lot of free and easy kills. Now, again, we're going to rotate over here. You can lock down this building as well. Shoot them as they're actually trying to take your teammates out on the hill. But you also want to be very careful because you guys can see after I take this player out, I check the left-hand side. There's a player that's looking directly at this window. So depending on if the enemy team are running a lot of snipers, I recommend you actually don't peek this that often because more often than not, you are going to get sniped, and there's going to be players like that that are just going to be pre-aiming this window, and you're going to get popped in an instant. So peek it at your own risk. You could probably do it a couple times, but after you kill the same player, 2 or 3 times, they're going to get smart. They're going to pre-aim, and there is enough cover that they can peek that and easily take you out before you can. So make sure you guys have that in mind. Again, right here, I actually almost got taken out. That's why Quick Fix comes in handy. I essentially have health at 100% at almost all the gunfights that I'm getting into. Again, I'm like literally locking this building down. I'm not gonna lie, at this point, I kind of am camping up here, but at the same time, they keep flooding it. They literally keep coming. They're not stopping. So why, like right there, that's what I'm talking about. I run away because I know that I cannot go ahead and win that gunfight. There's no point. Now, since the hardpoint hill is at the gallows right now, I'm still in this building as well. I accidentally stunned myself here because I still kind of have that thought in my mind that I have a stem shot, which I need to get out of. But again, right here, you guys can see I'm taking them out as they're trying to go ahead and rotate to the gallows. This building is nasty. Top players that are going to be playing on Fortress are going to be doing this to you 24/7. So in my personal opinion, you might as well go ahead and stop the camping from happening before it actually does. And you might as well reap the benefit before, the enemies are going to be destroying yourself and also your teammates. Again, I'm rotating here. You guys can see they're all trying to get to the gallows here. I'm simply just picking these guys off. Remember I told you, they're going to get smart. They're going to start pre-aiming it. You want to make sure that you are actually going ahead and putting yourself in a good position. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause the gameplay right here. Whenever they do get smart, and the hardpoint hill is on the gallows. This is literally the best spot on the entire map. Rotate to this box here. They're going to spawn literally to the right of me, right around the corner. You can head glitch this and take them out as they are rotating. They're not going to expect you to be here because they're going to think you're in that window still. So you can go ahead and rotate. You guys can see I'm on a 20 gun streak right now. I've gotten a lot of kills, more than I probably should have been able to get in that ammo depot, ammo supply building. So it's time to go ahead and rotate and maneuver, which I do so. Now right here, I check that corner. I actually go from underneath here, take out these 2 guys here. I check around this corner here, and I see that my teammates are actually spawning around me, and the hill is now directly behind me. So this was actually a perfect rotation, and I was able to go ahead and quickly pick people out in a high traffic area and rotate to the next. So right there, I'm making sure there's nobody actually still, behind me spawning where the hill is. And I see that the enemy team are now actually in control of the hill. Well, because I have a landmine back there, I'm not really too worried about it. I throw a stun, check, see nothing, but there is a guy up here. that I'm taking shots at. I don't eventually kill him, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate out. I'm not gonna go ahead and waste any time trying to get into a gunfight that I potentially can lose. Now that we have a UAV up, I see where they're spawning at, and you guys can see right there, sometimes players will sit in that barn area or that kind of haystack area, and they will camp and wait for you. So that's why I just ran away. I'm not gonna go ahead and give them, you know, a chance at taking me out. I'm sitting in this building here, just picking these guys off. Fortress is relatively easy to streak up on because you have positions like this that you can literally just mow enemies down, and there's literally nothing they can do about it. You're in elevated positions. You're just picking them off. I mean, it's kind of scummy, but at the same time, other good players are going to do this against you. You might as well go ahead and reap the rewards and get yourself a quick and easy nuke. Now, right here, I'm trying to going ahead, and I'm just pacing myself. I'm trying to figure out where these guys are going to spawn in. We have no UAV. My enemies are spawning to the back, and I do believe that they're going to be rushing me here. So what I'm going to do right now is throw down the ammo box. I'm going to put a landmine, replace the one that just got blown up, and make sure nobody can come from behind. Now, right here, I'm super close to the nuke. I know that I'm close, and I end up getting it. So that's how it's done on Fortress. Now, I've gotten some other nukes on this map running and gunning, but in all reality, if you don't have a lot of UAVs, if you don't have an advanced UAV, or you don't like to run the advanced UAV, this is going to be a surefire way on how you can go ahead and maneuver the map and take out enemies and have the best position possible. Again, a lot of other good players that are playing this map are going to be doing the same thing to you, so make sure you guys are locking these two buildings down. There are huge power positions that you do not want to lose, and if you do lose them, I promise you, you will end up getting destroyed and potentially nuke yourself. Now, again, right here, I'm kind of rotating around the outskirts again. Since I already have the nuke, I'm not really too stressed about dying. I don't care. I have the win in my back pocket, so it literally does not matter. So right now, I'm just kind of just fading in and out here, just taking these guys out as they're trying to get to the hill. I see that they're all spawning back over here. Somebody that just went ahead and called in a missile. I took him out very easily. And again, I'm trying to go ahead and figure out where these guys are going to be coming from, because the hill is literally right to my right. So I go up here. I take out this player that's legitimately just sitting in the hill, and I'm just kind of waiting for my teammates to kind of go ahead and clear it out so I can figure out where they're spawning in at. So because my teammates went and cleared out the hill, I know that they have to be spawning behind me. That guy just dropped the care package, so I know they're going to be constantly flooding this area because, number one, that player wants to get his care package, so I'm using it as bait, and the hill is now to my left. So I'm just going to go ahead and move from position to position, taking them out as they're trying to go ahead and rotate to the hill. Now, right here, I'm just straight mowing these guys down. There's literally nothing they can do. They're spawning over by the gallows area, which I said was a high, frequency spawn point previously. They're just coming from there, and I'm just taking these guys out. Again, checking behind here just in case some of them actually, leaked out, which they didn't. So I'm going to rotate down from a different area because it was looking a little bit too hot there, and eventually I get quick scope. So that's how you go ahead and nuke Fortress. Got a 40+ gun streak. I mean, I was tearing it up. I was straight tearing it up on this map. There was literally nothing they can do against me. Had better positioning, had better map awareness, and I played the hills, played the spawn, and overall just dominated them. Now, right here, I'm actually going to rewind the gameplay. Right there is exactly why I don't typically run around that much on Fortress, because you guys saw here. If you guys are wondering, oh, why is he sitting in that building so long? I mean, look at this spawn point here. These two guys that I just killed, took this player out, it took about there. I go to reload, and where does he respawn? Directly behind me. Case closed. That's why you want to kind of play smart and make sure you're locking down positions, because I literally just killed him, and he spawned quite literally directly behind me. I just go ahead, call the nuke in after that, and I'm tired. I'm not really trying to die anymore. We got the win in the bag, and just end the game. So that's how you guys do it, man. You got to play this map tactical. You have to play this map smart, because if you don't, you best believe somebody else on the enemy team is going to be doing it as well. So go for your nuke and get it done. And as always, I got you guys with the TAC 56 class setup that has 0 recoil. For the rear grip, I was running the FSS combat grip for that increased recoil control. I actually was running a stock this time. I had on the Cardinal stock for that increased aim walking movement speed as well as sprinting speed. I am not running an optic because the iron sights are crystal clear. For the laser, didn't run anything under this category as well. There are better options. For the barrel, I was running the 14.5-inch Tundra Pro barrel, so I can go ahead and increase that damage range, hip fire accuracy, as well as bullet velocity. For the muzzle, I was going ahead in this gameplay and running the Echolus 80 with that sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. When you get it unlocked, obviously go ahead and swap that over to the Hairbringer D20. And then finally for the underbarrel, I had on the demo IMP 44 grip. So you go ahead and smooth out that recoil pattern, making everything a lot easier to handle at longer ranges. A phenomenal setup that works on any and all maps, close range, medium range, as well as long ranges. Man, the build is going to be the Vel 46, Stun, Proximity Mine, and for the perk package, which I believe a lot of us have things unlocked now, but if not, make sure you guys go ahead and either run the default Assault loadout, but if you have everything unlocked, put on Overkill Scavenger, Resupply, as well as Quick Fix. A solid build to go ahead and run with. And then for the field upgrade, if you have Pro, run Munition Box and Dead Silence. If you do not, just go ahead and put on the munitions box. A solid class setup that gets the job done. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn those post notifications. It's been your boy Ears, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.